Welcome everyone, it's Diana again, and I want to share with you more about the month of Shevat. So I already gave you some information about the month of Shevat, but I want to add to that. I want to tell you why you have been seeing the number free, 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 because I've been seeing it as well. So what does it mean? This number has to do a lot with fulfilled promises, with God making a covenant with you. It has to do with seeds, with fruit. You know, when you look at the nature, you see that everything is blossoming. And in this month, we have a certain tree that is blossoming. And I told you about it in my previous video. I'm talking about the almond tree. So this tree, you know that Jeremiah chapter 1, the Lord is asking Jeremiah, what do you see? And I'm seeing this branch of the almond tree. So the Lord then is saying, yes, you are seeing correctly because I'm watching over my word to fulfill it. And I want to read to you something from my book that should have already been published, but due to hindrances and obstacles, I could not do it. So I hope that the delay is over when it comes to that. But regardless, I'm going to share with you what I wrote in there because I have some amazing information and I know that it's going to help you. So this is what I wrote. Almond trees serve as a reminder of God's vigilant presence in our lives. In Israel, these trees begin to bloom in a late winter or early spring, making them the first to flower and the last to bear fruit. All right, that's important. The last to bear fruit, but the first to flower. So you are going to see the promises of God starting to flower and to bloom, but you are going to wait a bit on the fruit, meaning to mature. So it's not about that you're not going to see the promise being fulfilled, but there is a time where the promise, even after it's birthed, you kind of have to wait for it to mature. By showing Jeremiah an almond branch, God reassures him that he is actively overseeing the fulfillment of his promises, regardless of the time it takes to come to fruition. So if you've seen this number, free, 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 it has to do with the promises of God coming to pass and them coming to pass quickly, because the month of Shevat, we know that on the 15th of Shevat, we have the new year of trees. So the new year for trees is starting. And I want to draw your attention on this tree because the Lord has highlighted it to me. So the Shevat month. Shevat is the 5th month in the civil year and the 11th month in the ecclesiastical year on the Hebrew calendar. Another thing that I want to mention about the month of Shevat is that the tribe that is associated to this month is the tribe of Asher. And this tribe is connected to oil. It's connected to blessings, the blessings of God, and it's connected to favor. Let me read this to you. The Hebrew tribe associated with this month is Asher, which means pleasure, happiness, goodness, and fatness. It does not mean that you're going to get fat, all right? Fat with favor. In Deuteronomy 33, verses 24 to 25, it is mentioned that Asher is favored by his brothers and possesses great strength. The passage states, most blessed of sons is Asher. Let him be favored by his brothers, and let him bathe his feet in oil. And this is a blessing. In old times, this meant a blessing. The bolts of your gates will be iron and bronze, and your strength will equal your days. Additionally, in Genesis chapter 49, verse 20, it is mentioned that Asher's food will be rich and he will provide delicacies fit for a king. So this means that God is going to provide for you good food, meaning to nourish your body, your soul. Basically, after the month of Tevet, God is providing restoration. The Asher tribe possessed exceptionally fertile land. which contribute to their prosperity. So God is bringing prosperity to you. They engaged in extensive cultivation and harvesting activities with a particular emphasis on cultivating olive trees. And we know that the olive oil is connected to blessings and to anointing. So the anointing of God is coming to you. In this month or season, one's joy is revitalized after enduring challenges and conflicts during the cold winter months. So have you been experiencing challenges? I know that you have. A lot of you have, because it's connected to the month of Tevet. It's connected to bringing things into order. And when God does this, it brings with it discomfort. All right, so it is a time that centers around finding joy in the Lord and replenishing one's happiness through indulging in delicacies. This is again connected to the tribe of Asher. According to the Bible, the strength of an individual lies in the joy of the Lord. During this time, God focuses on healing and restoration. So this month focuses on healing. After you have gone through a lot of heartache, the Lord is focusing on healing and on a restoration. He's bringing satisfaction to your inner being. It is a time for doing the necessary inner work. After the month of Tevet, where things have been organized and corrected, just as I said, God starts to fill the empty spaces within your soul. So this is what I wrote in the book, and I hope that I will be able to publish it very soon. I want to remind you of the nature. The nature has patterns. So if you look at nature, you see what's going on in your life, because it kind of mirrors what's happening in your life. All right. So basically, the Lord is saying that things are starting to bloom in your life, and this is what this month of Shevat is connected to. So when you see nature come to life, know for sure that certain things are going to come alive in your life as well. So it's a time of resurrection. Things have been stagnant, but nature is reviving. Nature is coming alive. So things in your life are coming alive. Another thing that the Lord spoke to me about is John chapter 10 verse 10, where it says that Jesus came to give us abundant life. All right, so this is the word for the prophetic word for the month of Shevat. I hope that it encourages you. Again, I have a lot more, so if you have not subscribed yet, then make sure that you subscribe if you do not want to miss out on the next prophetic words. The next prophetic word is going to be about kingdom marriages. The Lord gave me a word specifically for kingdom marriages, and I know that it's going to bring happiness to your heart because it's a good word. All right, if you want to sow into this prophetic word, then the link is in the description box below. Let me know if this word resonates with you and what the Lord has spoken to you. Many blessings. Love you guys, and talk to you soon.